The clock strikes 8. We see the interior of an empty office. Everyone has packed up and gone home for the evening. Everyone except Milton McPherson, who has nodded off at his desk. As the sun lowers in the sky, he is awoken by the beeping microwave in the break room. Milton lifts his head and rubs his eyes. He looks toward the break room but doesn't see anyone. As Milton begins to pack up, he hears the fluorescent lights above him buzz. They all flash on all at once. The monitor on Milton's desk lights up his face and his expression turns to fear. We hear a laugh from the computer's speakers. As Milton scrambles to get his things, the fluorescent lights get brighter as the buzzing gets louder. Milton hears the microwave beep again as he runs to the elevator. Milton frantically pushes the elevator button as the lights above him explode, sending glass everywhere. The elevator door opens and Milton runs in. The doors slam shut the second he's inside, and the elevator jolts. The lights in the elevator go dark. Milton gulps as there's a screeching sound above him. Suddenly the elevator shakes, and there's a snap, as Milton finds himself falling through the elevator shaft. New hunt, everybody. This is exciting. New mystery, new hunt.
New hospital visits.
New premonitions!
I think we should pick up in the most recent thing here. Long story short, we'll pick up with Billy. Billy, you make it back to your house. Your dad tells you to pack up. He says, "All right, Billy, we out here in 20 minutes. So get everything you need, pack anything you need up. There's totes in the attic if you need them."
No, wait. You have to tell me what's going on. You can't just pack up and leave.
Well, Billy, I mean, you're at the heart of all this, right? I mean, you've known all the stuff that's going on. You know, you turned into a whole-ass vampire, and obviously we don't want anything like that to happen, and I'm sick of that happening to this family, so I think it's about time the Joneses take their leave from Boulderston.
Hold on. This happened previously?
Yeah, it's happened before, not something that we like to discuss. We wanted to keep you as far away from it as possible, but clearly living in this town is some sort of curse to the Joneses, so I think it's about time we take our leave, because, Billy, we want you to have a good life, you know?
I am having a good life, outside of the monster hunting. But what about all the other families that will be left here and could go through the same thing? Who's going to help them then? I can't just pack up and leave.
Billy, listen, you're just a regular kid. You told us that you wanted to start college. You told us that you want to do things with your life. You just started having aspirations outside of working at McDonald's at 25. Billy, you're almost dying. Almost every single month, I guess. I don't know how often these things are happening, but I see you in the hospital every month. We can give you a good life away from these monsters, Billy.
But there's innocent families.
Your dad gets closer to you, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he said, "There were innocent families last night at Crossroads Cafe. Families lost their fathers and mothers, and you were there, but blood was still spilt. I'm sure the same thing will happen when you're gone, and I don't know how much it'll help."
Lewis and Jonas took on 2 monsters, no casualties. You're just looking at the bad. We've done a lot of good stuff.
That may be so, Billy, but every single time you tango with these monsters, you nearly die. What if next time that's it? What if that's your finale?
Well, I guess it would be worth it to me.
Your dad takes a beat, and he sighs. "All right, Billy. We're leaving in 20 minutes. You can stay here if you'd like, but just know your mother and I ain't gonna be happy about it."
Billy goes to his room to debate. This is a big decision for Billy.
It's about 2 days after everything happened at Crossroads Cafe, and it is consequently the anniversary of Lewis's parents getting married. As he does every year, Lewis will go to the graveyard and celebrate as he will.
He comes and places a small bouquet of flowers in between their 2 graves, which are side by side. He's taken to a button shirt and tie for this event, and he stops and he says, "I wish you guys were here, but the world's dangerous out there, and maybe this is the world I wouldn't want you guys growing old in."
So, Lewis, as you're lamenting over your parents' grave. You start to get a headache and your nose bleeds.
Oh, okay.
I need you to roll plus weird for me.
That'll be a 5.
A 5. Your vision goes black for a second. You see yourself standing in the third person, and you feel an aura of static around your body, and your hair stands up on end, and your glasses crack. And you topple over in this nauseating pain in your gut, and you look around, and you can barely perceive anything, and suddenly you're paralyzed. And as soon as it came, you're back at the graveyard.
I take a breath. Lewis will make a mental note to maybe talk to Amber about this whole premonition thing, because he's starting to realize that these are a little more than just night terrors. And he'll look down and solemnly say goodbye to his parents. He'd probably walk home, and on the way home, he'll probably text his Billy. So, are you leaving Balderson?
I don't know yet.
I genuinely hope you don't. You're a big part of this team. We need you.
I don't know what I'd do by myself. I don't have a house, let alone pay for one.
You can stay with me. Maybe at some point you can look into getting a small place, but for now, my door is open to you.
Back at the viaduct,
Hey, that's where I am.
is this just your regular visit to Riley? This is a day after the ritual.
Hello? Anybody home?
You hear your voice echo in the very vast, empty interior of the viaduct. You see that Riley is huddled in a corner.
Sorry I took so long. How you feeling?
She rubs her eyes and she says, I've been better. Obviously, I've been better. This is my first time not being a vampire, so that's crazy. That was my first time being a vampire, too, so I mean, been going through a lot of life experiences in the span of a couple days.
Yeah, it'll look really good on your resume. Jonas takes a seat next to her and goes into their bag from which they produce like a prepackaged salad and some various little dressing packets and plastic silverware. Yeah, I can't imagine what that would have been like. I know you not eating meat and everything. You know what? Never mind. Here, this is for you.
She sees all the dressing packets and she's like, Jonas, you know me way too well because I literally have not told a single person that I mix all of my dressings because everyone thinks that it's weird.
I mean, it is.
You have no idea what ranch and a nice Italian vinaigrette tastes like just swished together with an egg and a carrot.
You are absolutely correct. I have no idea what that tastes like, and I have no intention of finding out.
It's good. It's good. I promise. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Is this a Cobb salad?
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be honest. I want to say yes.
No, it's a garden salad. All right. This'll do.
I don't know the difference. Anyway, I just wanted to. Well, obviously, I gotta, you know, do some upkeep. But before that, don't take any offense to this. Tell me if you get uncomfortable at all. And Jonas, first things first, takes out a small little mirror makeup compact thing and then faces it towards her. Does she have a reflection in it?
You see that she drops her shoulders. Her expression drops as well. Then she kind of perks up a little bit and she says, I guess I'll just have to rely on you to tell me how good I look.
Jonas puts away the mirror without saying anything. They take out their butterfly knife and run the blade across their open palm to break the skin. Not like a deep cut, but just enough to break the skin and start drawing blood. How does this make you feel?
She swats the air in front of her and she says, oh, jeez. Ooh, that is pungent.
All right, my bad. Good to know. Jonas takes out a little vial of rubbing alcohol, pours it on their head.
Oh my god, are you insane?
I'm fine. Shut up.
If you say so, and I thought I was the monster. God. You're out here doing whack shit like that. What?
Oh, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that from you.
That's fair. I almost ate a guy.
Oh, I was talking about spray painting, but all right.
You think that eating somebody is better than spray painting?
It's pretty whack. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of whack. I'm not going to lie to you.
I stand by what I said.
Oh, no, yeah. No, Demelza definitely likes it dirty.
You can tell by the way she was screaming at me.
Why do you think she wanted it gone so quick?
Exactly. She didn't want the world to know the truth.
People are so afraid of the truth.
So everybody knows then, right? I guess on that topic. My dad.
Yeah.
Does Buddy know? Did he figure that out, or is he still in the dark about that?
That is an excellent question. I can't really answer that on most any capacity, not even just talking about this.
I talked to him after the whole thing. I showed him my fangs, and I still don't think it registered. I have no idea what's going on with that boy.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God he's pretty. I suppose we should get this over with, yeah? Jonas sets down their Kindle, opens it up to their various notes that they extracted from various passages about cures to various demonic or otherwise otherworldly afflictions. All right. It's gonna sting a little bit. Do you need something to bite down on?
She smiles at you and she's like, "That's probably the opposite of what you want me to be doing right now."
Yeah, that's fair, isn't it? All right, just brace yourself, and Jonas will cast the spell.
Roll plus weird for me.
That is a 7.
Great. With a 7, it works imperfectly, so go ahead and choose an effect and a glitch. I think we've kind of made up our own effect because it's a part of big magic, so that works as well.
I'll just say it works for a short period of time.
Cool, cool, cool. As a part of this ritual, you two kind of hold hands. As you two hold hands, her hand is just freezing to the touch. And as you cast this spell, that heat from your body kind of goes into hers, and you feel it kind of like a circle going from shoulder to hand into her arms and through the shoulder. And it looks like it's just this oval going through your guys' arms, hands, and body. You can see that for the most part, she's taken it like a champ, but there are moments where it looks like she's in a little bit of pain, but obviously she's trying her best not to show it. And now we must move on to the harder part of it, in which she has to ingest some dead man's blood.
Did we use it all during the original ritual?
Probably not, no.
Yeah, so whatever is left over, Jonas would have portioned out into small individual vials. So Jonas is going to take out one of those vials. All right, of course, I've never had to do this myself, but I can only imagine this part is going to suck. So try not to think about it.
You see she holds her hand up, and she's like, "Do you mind?"
Oh, sure. Jonas will hand her the vial.
She takes the vial, she opens up her salad container, and just pours it on top of it.
Oh, you are disgusting!
Listen, I have to have it some way. It's just I might as well. Maybe it'll taste good with ranch. Oh my god. Do you have any idea? Oh, this might pair well with a nice Caesar dressing.
You know what? Jonas just turns away. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm your mom trying to administer whatever medicine to you.
What can I say? I'm creative.
That's one way to put it. Not the word I was thinking, but all right.
She pours a couple different dressing packets into her salad, mixes it all together, and just starts eating the salad. And she's like, I know, I think I said it earlier. I think I said it to you yesterday if I haven't said it already to you, but thanks for not giving up on me.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh god, this shit. Oh, ugh. This stuff sucks.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I was going to be more concerned if you thought it was good. That makes me feel a lot better about you, I'm going to be honest.
Oh, you thought I meant the dead man's blood? No, no, no. Garden salad just sucks.
Oh, fuck you.
She laughs and she says, "So I'm sure you gotta hit the road then."
Yeah.
I know you told me you can't spend too much time with me because, it'd be weird if you're just hanging around the viaduct.
Oh, my mom doesn't know I'm down here. She thinks I'm at work.
You got a job?
Yeah, a little bit ago, actually, a couple weeks ago.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have totally come down and embarrassed you.
You know, I wasn't thinking about it actively, but that makes sense as to why I didn't tell you. Jonas looks down at their watch. Yeah, I actually better get going. I do have some errands to run today.
Alright. Say hey to Levi, Buddy, Dad, everybody I can't say hi to, which is everybody.
Oh, that reminds me, before I go. And Jonas sets down their backpack and starts rooting around in it before they pull out this ridiculous, sort of oversized hoodie. That is for you. I'm sure you love the darkness and dankness of this tunnel, but if you ever want to take a step out into the sunlight, that should probably help. It's got a pretty big hood. Well, I don't really know what to say. Hang in there. This'll all be over before we know it. And Jonas starts to take their leave, and then they stop again, and then they look back. Oh, hey, sis. Welcome to the circus. You're one of the freaks now. And then Jonas turns back and walks out of the viaduct.
Billy, We have you in your basement for ransom. You better get your money. You are deliberating at the moment, from what I can recall. So what is going through your head? What's going on in the basement of the Jones household?
Well, Billy wants to go to McDonald's.
Okay. I'm gonna get a 10-piece real quick. So do you just hop in your car, take it down to McDonald's? Oh shit, you never retrieved your car. It's at the church. Yeah, your car's still broken down at the church. I don't think we've ever retrieved that.
That is correct.
You can take public transportation, or if you want to go all the way to the church to get your car, but I mean, that's a whole thing.
My car's broken.
That is true. Like I said, public transportation's always an option. Or them trusty legs you got on your hips.
He takes the bus.
So you hop on the bus, and it takes you up northwards towards McDonald's. And as you are stopping up by the police station and the Randell Business Park, that 4-story office building, you see that there are some police cars out there with their sirens on. There's an ambulance over there as well.
Billy's interest is piqued. He's going to get off there. He'll hoof it later, catch another bus, but he just wants to loiter and try to learn stuff.
So you get to the scene here. You can see that there is someone else being loaded up onto a gurney into the back of an ambulance.
Do I recognize this person?
Just looking at the person, they're a shorter gentleman. They've got longer, bushy, blonde hair. I'm not sure what friends Billy has made around town. I'm not sure if he makes friends with people in like the office building or if he just keeps to himself. But you can see that they are wearing, or at least, actually no, they're not wearing those because he's definitely injured. But you can tell this person. You can tell that this person has cuts and scrapes and bruises all over their body. You can tell that they're not in great shape, but they're still breathing. They're alive.
Is there any bystanders around?
There's definitely probably a few bystanders just trying to get in on the hot goss of the area here.
I'm going to blend in with them and try to pick up on some of that hot gossip.
Go ahead and roll to investigate a mystery.
5.
That is a miss. Damn, that kind of sucks. Oh yes, you do get to mark that experience with a 5.
I leveled up.
Oh, cool. Yeah, take your level in the moment. You try to blend in with this crowd. You blend in a little bit too well, and you get to the point where there are people standing in front of you, and it's kind of hard to get a good look on the scene anymore. And as you find yourself into this situation, they load this guy into the back of an ambulance, close the doors, the ambulance drives off, and after just a few moments, people start to disperse. The most that you can see is the front of this office building. It looks like the doors were pried open, unless you go into the scene itself to take a peek. There's really nothing else. But the ambulance has pulled off and has obviously gone toward Morningside Hospital.
Yeah, I'm going to just go over to McDonald's then.
Okay, so you hop on into McDonald's. What is the move within McDonald's?
Billy is going to look behind the counter and he wants to see if Sarah's working.
You see that, I think we named her Katie. Katie, taking orders at the counter.
I walk up to the counter where she's at. Hey, can I get a 10-piece and a date maybe?
God, did I just do a full body cringe?
Katie laughs a little bit uncomfortable, and she says, wow, that's a lot more confident than I've seen you ever before. Interesting. Maybe we can, hang out one-on-one. Maybe not, officially a date, but I'd be interested in maybe that. And do you actually want the 10-piece, or was that just your way of getting to that question?
Oh no, that was all just a ploy.
Do you have your phone on you?
He pulls it out, fumbles with it, almost drops it. Yeah.
And you see that she puts her number in your phone. She hands you back your phone. And she says, I get off at 5, if you want to just text me then.
Yeah, my car is having trouble, so would you maybe want to come get me?
She laughs again. This is a really good first impression, Billy. Sure.
Thanks. And he just runs out of the store.
Mr. Green, after your annual visit to the graveyard, where were you off to?
He's probably gonna go home, go grab one of the grimoires that he used in the last hunt, and then go out into the woods to where, I'm out of earshot, and I'm gonna practice magic. Just because now that he knows this shit's real, he might as well get good at it.
All right, I like that. Let's just roll a plus weird, just to kind of see how this entire session of magic practicing goes.
4.
Go ahead and mark that experience. This is your first ever session of doing magic, and you do a lot of reading within this moment of you in the woods, and you're looking through the books, trying to manifest the energy just to come from within you or within the knowledge in these books. And it doesn't seem like a lot is coming out. After a few hours, around near when you give up, there's a little spark of something, and it gives you enough motivation to know that you can do it. But you still have to focus on it, and you have to train some more.
He will head back to the house and he's gonna shower up. He's gonna get himself looking all snazzy and get ready to head to Scoops.
Okay? You make yourself look nice. This is probably one of the more vibrant buildings in this town, as it has an exterior that's painted bright pink and blue. There's this large window that obviously people would come up to, order their ice cream or other frozen delicacy. You saw in the newspapers that it opened early this year, but you see that there is a temporarily closed sign in the front door, like there's a chain. But you can see that there are employees inside.
Do the employees look concerned?
They're like running from point A to point B.
Oh, they're panicking. I'll try to knock on the door and like wave and get one of their attentions.
The owner of the establishment, Kelly, she opens one of the glass doors. I'm sorry, hun. We're a bit out of commission for the moment here.
You guys look panicked. Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. Don't worry. No one's in danger. It's just our freezer shut down and the backup generator's shot, so we're a bit SOL here today.
Oh, that's terrible. I am so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's all right. We're just trying to figure out alternatives, but there's no use in crying over spilled ice cream.
I hope everything goes well. Is there any way I can help?
Well, I mean, it's going fast. Do you want a scoop?
Sure. I'd love some.
What can I get you, darling?
What would Lewis's usual be?
Rocky Road.
Nah, his would not be Rocky Road. He's not that basic.
Moose tracks.
That's the same shit, just different shapes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
He's probably a mint chocolate chip, bitch.
No, Lewis is pistachio.
I hate to say it, but you're right. Lewis is a pistachio eater.
You disgust me.
Yeah, you know, a double of pistachio?
She smiles. You see she writes it down. I'm sure we got a little bit of that's not completely liquidated. I'll come back for that in just a moment. You wait here, sweetheart.
I would love to.
And just a few moments later, she comes back with a waffle cone, 2 scoops of pistachio ice cream, and she hands it to you from the window. She gives you a big smile, and she's like, all right, you enjoy that.
Thanks, I will. Are you sure there's nothing I can do to help you with, maybe the generator? I mean, like, I'm not, like, amazingly tacky, but maybe, I don't know. I feel bad.
I mean, if you want to take a look, more hands are better than none.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
And with that, she takes you to the generator in like the back room, and you see that it just looks burnt.
I don't know, seeing this thing completely torched strikes me as odd. Can I roll to investigate a mystery?
Roll that investigate a mystery. Investigate the hell out of that mystery.
See if I can get a Bubba for it. Yo, I got a 12!
You get to ask 2 questions.
I'll start with what happened here.
Short answer, no clue. Long answer, no clue. I was here this morning, and suddenly, the lights just got real bright. I mean, I was just opening up, I flicked them on, and the humming of the lights just got super, super loud. The buzz that comes from the lights,
Yeah.
They got real bright, brighter than they should be, so I immediately flicked them off. I didn't want them to overload the circuits or whatnot. Then I just heard a huge explosion, like this boom, and I come back here, and our dang generator's fried, and then I try to turn the lights on again, and then they won't turn on, and then I see that, the temperature's dropping in my freezer.
Okay, so then, I'll say what is being concealed here?
As you're poking around and kind of you get closer to the generator, take a look at it, she says, it's weird too, I just bought the generator too.
Yeah, I caught you at the hardware store that one day.
Yeah, I saw you for 1 second, I waved at you and you ran.
Yeah, I was... He'll stop trying to come up with an excuse and he'll just keep observing the generator. I just don't get why you buy this. You haven't used it since then, right? I assume, right?
I stopped up here after I bought it, I plugged it in before, we closed. I mean, we didn't need to use it. And then this morning it just goes kablooey, so I don't know. It should be a new thing. It should work no issue.
Well, Lewis at that point, he's gonna try something wacky here. He'll go to Kelly. If you want to go in and deal with the ice cream situation, I can keep taking a look at this. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Well, you just holler at me if you're about to get shocked or something like that.
Will do. Will do.
And she'll turn her back and she'll go into the freezer.
Wait, as she does that, I want to try to do some divination and try to observe another place or time.
All right, go ahead and roll plus weird.
God! It's a 4. My weird dice are just stuck at the number 4.
Don't forget to take a little bit of experience from that. You try to recite an incantation that you think you remember, but it just doesn't seem to work for you.
I just conjure a duck instead.
Wah. There's a duck in the generator! How'd he get in there?
Hey, I found a quack in the generator. A crack? No, a quack. And then I'll walk back to like the door she went in. And I say, I can't really find anything with it. I mean, I'm no mechanic. I figured maybe if something was glaringly wrong, I might be able to see it. Yeah, I really can't think of anything. I mean, if it's new, it probably still has a warranty.
Once we get all this dealt with, I think I might take it down to Huey. We'll take a look at it.
All right. Well, best of luck to you. I'm gonna get going before this, before this melts in my hand. And he will awkwardly laugh and boogie the fuck out of there.
Jonas, you have left the viaduct. You're free to roam about the cabin. That cabin, of course, being Balderston.
Heyo. Jonas is gonna head down to the Crossroads Cafe.
You take a seat at the counter. It's a busier time, but you can definitely squeeze in on one of those stools. It's lunchtime, baby.
Heyo. Jonas is gonna pull out their Kindle while they're waiting to be tended to.
Someone comes up to you and they're cleaning out a coffee mug, and he's like, kid, what can I get for you?
I guess I'll just take a turkey sandwich and an iced tea, please.
Right, you want toast with that?
No thank you.
Any potato, choice of potato, fries,
Oh god, yes, please.
hash browns, potato cakes.
Hash browns sounds amazing. Thank you.
All right, kiddo, I'll put that in for you.
All right, thank you. Once the waiter walks away, Jonas is going to go back to their Kindle. Now switching from some random book, they're going to switch to their tomes. And I would like to use magic.
Okay, roll to partake in some weird activities.
14.
With a 14, that is definitely a full success. What is your effect?
I would like to observe another time. I'd like to look back to the day that I encountered Riley, because Lewis told me that they ended up kiting Pastor Cohen to the Crossroads. I would like to try and watch that scene unfold.
The amulet on your chest starts to glow, and you see that the world around you just starts going in reverse, and it gets faster and faster as the world rewinds for you, and it slows down and it stops as you see it's evening and there are families inside having dinner, and there's like a woman at the host stand. She's joking with the guy that just took your order, and they're having a good time. Everybody seems to be having a happy good time. They're smiling and laughing with their family members, their co-workers. Suddenly you see the front door swing open as Billy and Lewis run in, covered in blood, completely scratched up, and you see outside the door, stopping abruptly, this feral version of Pastor Cohn with those yellow eyes and big claws. This hostess, she sees Billy and Lewis, and she freaks out, and she immediately runs to the back. She says, "Someone call the police! An ambulance! Please, somebody! There's people, they're bleeding, and they're hurt!" You see, looking around the dining room of the Crossroads Cafe, there are people looking out the window staring at Pastor Cohen, and everyone looks confused. And after a little bit, you see squad cars pull up to the scene. You see an ambulance, and an EMT goes up to Pastor Cohen and tries to see if he's okay, and he gets launched across the street, and as the policemen step out of their cars, they go to shoot at him, and he doesn't seem to flinch at any of the shots as he just mows down. He goes from officer to officer, and they collapse as he returns to his spot at the front of the diner. And at this point, everybody inside the diner is cowering under tables in the corner, wherever they can't be seen by this thing. And you watch as Billy and Lewis have a heated argument, and then they just leave through the back. And then time speeds up as if it's fast forwarding, and you're back to your seat at the counter.
Jesus. Jonas leans over the counter, head in hands. That was a lot. Those fucking idiots. And then Jonas goes back to the book that they were reading before, and they take a couple minutes to try to recompose themselves, but they never quite do. And then they just wait on their food.
The chef brings out the food, puts the plate in front of you, and he's like, "Here you go, kid."
Thanks. Jonas will sort of like half eat their food. As they start to eat, they realize they have definitely lost their appetite. Eventually, they will, once they're quote unquote done, they're just going to sit there for a little bit. And Jonas is going to head out, now heading down to the church.
So, Billy, what is next?
Would you like to know what I did for the level up real quick?
Oh, yes, please.
With Billy's new sense of confidence, he took the "don't worry, I'll check it out." When you go off by yourself to check out somewhere or something scary, mark experience.
Okay. Now that you have all this confidence, Billy, what's your next move?
Call the mechanic.
Okay. Cool.
Well, he was going to, call him right there and see if someone can meet him at the church.
Yeah, someone could definitely meet you at the church.
He's doing that. Billy needs his car because he's the only one that drives.
Fast forward, we get you over to the church. There's a mechanic there, and they're kind of like looking under the hood, and they're like, "What'd you do to this thing?"
I think someone sabotaged my car. Maybe a kid doing a prank. I don't know, but it wouldn't start.
Well, there's some hooky here, but I could definitely haul this on back to the shop, and we can get this done for you.
Awesome. Thanks.
Don't worry, you'll have your car in a day. And Billy, as you're kind of just chilling at the parking lot with the mechanic, you also see Jonas pulls up.
Big Dick is back in town, baby.
I'm gonna kind of jog up to Jonas, waving.
As Billy runs up, you probably see there is something of a look of apprehension on Jonas's face as you run up to them. It's apprehension, then as you get closer, it sort of gradually transitions into confusion.
Hey Jonas, how you doing?
Hello, Billy?
That's me.
Jonas looks at you in complete and utter shock and confusion. How are you?
Alive? No clue.
What? Yeah, well that's fucking fair. Wow. Wow.
Billy's gonna, wave his hand in front and be like, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Didn't you get Never mind.
You're acting really whack, bro.
Jonas looks at you with a new look of confusion. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Hey, you said a full sentence.
What are you doing here?
My car broke, so I was taking care of that.
I see.
What brings you out here?
A little bit of research.
Ah, you're the religious type.
Yeah. I mean, with everything going on around town, I figure now's the time. Could, drop dead any day. Might as well make sure I'm going somewhere.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
So, you ran into a vampire, right?
Yeah, I did. And I would have thought I was running into another one now, but apparently not.
Yeah, you came up with a cure, right? I guess I should, say thanks and
Jonas whips out the compact mirror again and puts it in Billy's face.
wow, I look good in that mirror.
Okay, let's not let your head get too big. Jonas shuts the mirror, puts it back in their pocket. Well, Mass will probably be starting soon. I should probably head in. I mean, I'd say I'll see you later, but
Pastor Cohen back?
I don't think so.
Who's doing mass? I thought he was the only one.
I'm sure somebody will.
That's fair. I don't go to church.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. Jonas just sort of awkwardly shuffles away from Billy into the church.
Billy's going to walk home to burn time. Can I find something along the way too?
So you're just using your oops move, is that right?
Yeah, since he has a long way to go, I figured he might be able to find something on the way.
All right. So just for clarity, since I don't think we ever described what oops does, this is if you want to stumble across something important. You will just find something important and useful, but it's not necessarily going to be related to your immediate issue. As you're walking, you find a bag of marbles.
Nice.
And you make it back to your house.
What time would it roughly be?
It's around the afternoon.
Billy's going to. This is going to be boring, but he's going to stream because he doesn't know what else to do.
Lewis, after your escapades at Scoops, where do you find yourself?
I will find myself back at home. I was grading some papers.
You hear a knock on your door.
I will look through my people.
You see Maureen is holding a very large box.
I will open the door. Oh, Maureen, I'm assuming the box is also mine?
You guessed it.
Here, let me take it off your hands. Is it heavy when I grab it, or?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Oh, jeez. Who packed this full of bricks?
I don't know. Why did you order bricks?
I didn't order bricks, and I will look at the label.
It's for you, Lewis. I brought it up here because it's yours.
Yeah, I just want to see who it's from.
You must have a secret admirer.
Thanks, Maureen. I have no idea what this is, but time to find out.
I don't know if we named your landlord or whatever, but
We did not.
too bad, because he or she is stuck with the name, Dina Gillespie.
Dina Gillespie.
We gotta tell Dina that your mail doesn't go to my floor. Just because we have the same similar last name doesn't mean that we are the same person.
Wait, hang on. What's Maureen's last name?
It's green with an E at the end.
Oh, that's hysterical. I didn't know that. Thanks for bringing this up, Maureen. Have you heard anything about Pastor Cohen?
I went there this morning for morning mass, but he was not there, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he skipped town? No idea. Maybe he died? Oh well.
I mean, I feel like that would have been all over town, but who knows? Well, pray for his health. Have a good evening, Maureen, and I'll go set the box down on the table.
You see that Maureen kind of scuttles off, and she presses the button to the elevator.
And I'll take out my holy pocket knife and I'll open the box.
You take your pocket knife out and you go to cut the tape, and as you start to cut it open, you hear this loud bang and thud from the hallway.
I'll rush out to the actual hallway.
As you rush out, you see that between those tight elevator doors, there's smoke coming from within the elevator shaft.
Oh dear God.